All right, man. We give some people some time to get in the room because y'all already know what it is this week. It's the Brotherhood and Sisterhood class brought to you in part by the ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? So what we talking about today is the social media dilemma. You know what I mean? Wanted to go into that. I found some very interesting stuff about social media. I also found some good scriptures to go along with it too as well. I mean, y'all pretty much know how it goes. Just like, subscribe, and share to the ISUPK Delaware channel. We greatly appreciate it. If you could share the feed, we greatly appreciate that too as well. For the brothers and sisters that might have questions, you can go ahead and put it in the chat. And with that being said, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. Let's get it.
When I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. See you down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took her oath, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised, tucked in my sleeve. Boy, you fucking stupid, soldier seat for some bloody bees. True nation, cut the conversation, better keep it brief.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you gone, it's your destiny.
Yeah. What the hell, man? All right, man. So let's get it on, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hope y'all like the new intro, man, for the class. I hope y'all like it. See, I interrupt you in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So we in the spirit today. You know what I'm saying? We got some brothers and sisters here today. We're gonna talk about the social media dilemma. Of course, I found a lot of similarities to what I always bring out as far as when I like to bring out like the psychology behind a lot of the stuff. But I also was able to see some interesting facts about social media and the way the game is being played. So real quick, hold on, let me see. Let me just bring this up real quick. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going on here on YouTube real quick. Let me see if I can find it. Shalom, Lord of Christ. What's going on? Okay, here we go. So what I'm doing is I'm actually bringing something up. I'm just kind of queuing it up for y'all. All right. So like I said, the class today is going to be about social media, how to conduct yourself on social media. Let me see. Let me share the screen. I'll just get straight to the point today with all the scriptures. Make sure that they're really succinct and what we're talking about, and then what I'm saying, we'll go ahead and end it. For the brothers and sisters that's in the class, if you got any, like I said, if you got any questions, you can go ahead and get them in. We got Trooper Nahalia in the building. What's going on, Trooper Nahalia? Shalom, Lord Christ. Barak Wanah, Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Lathan Shimi Al to you, sis. And brother, young man, Meech. All right, Shalom, Lord of Christ to you too as well. Checking in from the Bay Area. All right. So, and then everybody else who's on here, just, if you could, just like, subscribe, and share, and then we're gonna go ahead and get it on like that. Help me help you. All right. So what I wanted to bring out was a couple of scriptures about social media, right? So one of the first scriptures I wanted to get was, let me get Let me get Proverbs 18 and 24. So we'll start there. All right. Because, okay, so where I'm going with it is pretty much like, you know, with social media, it's a lot of, like, I was looking at, you know, a lot of the disorders that, you know, is a lot of the disorders that are a result of social media. And I got a couple of articles that I'm gonna read. I'll just read them, you know, because I'm closer up here to the microphone. I'll just read it, but you know, and I'll put it on the screen too as well. But I wanted to just show y'all, you know what I'm saying, like how social media has really been taking a toll on people's lives. You know what I mean? And you know, by us being in the truth, brothers and sisters that's in the truth, man, we gotta, you know, we have to approach it in a different kind of way. You know what I'm saying? We gotta approach it from the standpoint of knowledge and wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Because, and this is more so not just for the brothers or the sisters that just like came into the school or just came into the truth, but it's also, you know, for anybody who might, you know, might have done, you know, crazy things on social media and, you know, and so this is what we're going to go into today. But I just want to kind of show with this scripture here, like, you know, like the social media is not real. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not real life. You know what I'm saying? Real life is what we do here. Real life is what we do when we go out on the streets and we teach. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, on social media, a nigga could be whatever the hell he want. A woman can be whatever the hell she wants on social media, but it's not real life. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of talking, bunch of grown men, bunch of kids, whatever, just talking about stuff they're going to do that they're not. And what you see is when you start to look into like, you ever heard of histrionic disorder? You ever heard of that? Histrionic disorder is literally like, it's a personality disorder, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the people that's on social media, you know what I'm saying, has this disorder that's literally from the what's those people that the board that talks about the psychological problems people have, like the mental issues. It's like some board, or I forgot. I'll find out. Yeah, the Psychiatric Association. And it's like literally like there are like personality disorders that we are developing from being on social media so much. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go in. I'm going to play a video a little bit to kind of, you know, show y'all where I'm going with it. But also I want to get the scripture first. So it was Proverbs 19 and 7. I think that's it. No, 18 and 24. I'm sorry. 24 or what? 24.
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 24. A man that has friends must show himself friendly.
Right. So you see that? That's how you really make friends, man. You gotta, you know, in real life. that's how it is. You know, if you want to make friends with people, you first gotta be a friendly type of person. You know what I'm saying? In real life. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get there with you real quick. Let me see. Yeah. Bring that real quick. Salak, yeah, y'all just kind of getting there with you real quick. All right, go ahead.
And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
Mm-hmm.
Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing.
No, it says there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. 18 and 24? Proverbs 18 and 24?
You want to drop down to 24? I was reading 21.
Nah, 24.
Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 24.
He was on the wife joint. Go ahead.
Yeah, I read from 21 to 22.
No sweat. Yeah, 24.
Proverbs 18 and 24.
Right.
A man that has friends must show himself friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in real life, you know what I'm saying? Because like we deal with real life, you know, and, you know, brothers that, you know, that you meet, you know, we're going to stick with you. Not like just the brothers you meet, just people you meet online. You know, people you meet online is not going to stick with you because they don't have no, you know, vested relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? So they can fall out at any time. You know, you see it all day on social media. All it is a back and forth between one side says it put out a video, then the other side put out a video, then the next side put out a video, then the next side put out a video. It's like a ping pong match. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then really, you never really get to the end, the root of the problem. You just get a bunch of going back and forth. So, you know, what we want to focus on is real life. You know what I'm saying? And that person that you see on Facebook is not your homeboy. It's not your homegirl, none of that. You know what I'm saying? We in here in ISUPK, we invest in real relationships, real brotherhood, real sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? Read it one more time, Mataza.
Verse 24, a man that has friends must show himself friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother.
All right, so let me get, if you could, Kwayaswan, if you could give me Ecclesiasticus 33 and 27. All right, so Ecclesiasticus, let me pull out my Ecclesiasticus 33 and 27. I hope y'all are writing this down. 33.
Ready for it, sir?
Yeah.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 33 and verse 27. Send him to labor,
Mm-hmm.
that he not idle.
Right. Say that one more time.
Send him to labor, that he be not idle.
Right. So what this is talking about is like, you want to be working. You know, you see people sitting on social media all goddamn day, man, you know, and it's really, you sit on social media to the point where it starts to be a real issue. You know what I'm saying? Then that time that you spend on social media, you could actually be doing some work that could actually be pushing something forward, or actually, you know what I'm saying? Because when you think about it, right, there's people who sit on social media all day that is making a bag off social media. You know what I'm saying? And the reason that they're making a bag is because they're not just sitting on social media, just trying to be entertained. They're actually on there trying to work. So if you are a brother that's in the school and you on social media, you should be trying to figure out a way to work it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be pushing the truth or getting the bag. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing on social media is to further push, you know what I'm saying, the agenda of the school as a brother that's in the truth, a sister that's in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to be on social media, you might as well, you know, work on social media for 6 hours rather than just sitting on Clubhouse for 6 hours. You know what I mean? Or, you know, sitting on, you know, Facebook or something like that. You could be uploading videos to Facebook or uploading videos to TikTok, uploading videos to Instagram, so that you're not just idle, right? And read it one more time from the top, please.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 33 and verse 27.
Mm-hmm.
Send him to labor,
Mm-hmm.
that he be not idle.
Uh-huh.
For idleness teacheth much evil.
You see that? Because when you sitting there watching those videos and watching all that damn, you know, foolishness on social media, it what? Say that one more time. It what? Teaches much evil. Because you know how many brothers and, you know, them seen something on social media that completely, you know, changed their whole, you know, teaching and what they was taught. And they didn't completely went off the deep end because you got too much idle time and you got too much, you know, time to let evil in. You know, so many sisters, they sit on social media so damn long with, you know, so much that you didn't stumble upon some broads talking, you know, stupid. You know what I mean? And you start to take on that spirit because you got that spirit of idleness. You know what I'm saying? And we want to get rid of that spirit, and we want to always make sure that we can always put our best feet forward so that we can work. All right. So I want to play this little snippet from this video. I'm gonna play a little snip so it don't shut the feed down. But I'm gonna play this real quick for y'all. All right. All right. It's about social media. All right. I'm gonna mute my mics and then we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play a little bit of it and I'm gonna come right back.
Generation.
This is a big time bomb ticking.
This is no accident. Indeed, it is by design.
I mean, seriously?
And it was my mistake.
I mean, I think we can all feel it.
To try to make these products as addictive as
400%
possible.
spike in dopamine.
We now know that many of the major social media companies hire individuals called attention engineers who borrow principles from Las Vegas casino gambling, among other places, to try to make these products as addictive as possible. That is the desired use case of these products, is that you use it in an addictive fashion because that maximizes the profit that can be extracted from your attention and data.
It literally is a point now where I think we have created tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works. That is truly where we are.
The way the technologist Jaron Lanier puts it is that these companies offer you shiny treats in exchange for minutes of your attention and bytes of your personal data, which can then be packaged up and sold.
What happened is that the attention economy and this race for attention got more and more competitive. And the more competitive it got to get people's attention on, say, a news website, the more they need to add these design principles, these more manipulative design tactics, as ways of holding on to your attention.
You don't realize it, but you are being programmed.
Social media tools are designed to be addictive. The actual desired use case of these tools is that you fragment your attention as much as possible throughout your waking hours. That's how these tools are designed to use. Well, we have a growing amount of research which tells us that if you spend large portions of your day in a state of fragmented attention, so large portions of your day where you're constantly breaking up your attention, take a quick glance, do a just check, and just quickly look at Instagram, that this can permanently reduce your capacity for concentration. I am especially worried about this when we look at the younger generation coming up, which is the most saturated in this technology.
And it's very addictive because if you pull on the slot machine arm enough, you will win. And you never know which pull will reward you.
That's an addictive behavior, and it's dopamine that is driving that addiction. So what happens with social media is Robert Sapolsky, who did the foundational research on this at Stanford, calls it the magic of maybe. When you look at your phone and maybe there's a text there and maybe there's not, and you don't know, when it shows up, that high you get, that's dopamine. It's the magic of maybe. Maybe it'll be there, maybe it won't. When it shows up, you get a 400% spike in dopamine. That is roughly the same amount of dopamine as you're getting from cocaine. It's slightly less than an extremely addictive drug like cocaine. And that's what's happening.
We really care what other people think of us. So for example, when you upload a new photo, a new profile photo of yourself on Facebook, that's a moment where our mind is very vulnerable to knowing what other people think of my new profile photo. And so when we get new likes on our profile photo, Facebook, knowing this, could actually message me and say, oh, you have new likes on your profile photo. And it knows that we'll be vulnerable to that moment because we all really care about when we're tagged in a photo or when we have a new profile photo. And the thing is that they control the dial, the technology companies control the dial for when and how long your profile photo shows up on other people's news feeds. So they can orchestrate it so that other people more often end up liking your profile photo over a delayed period of time, for example, so that you end up having to more frequently come back and see what the new likes are.
And it's literally what we're
Yeah, so we see how how the oppressor literally has got it down to a science. And I know nobody's gonna give a damn about what I'm saying. Nobody's gonna give a damn about none of that movie we just watched. But what I am breaking down is just to show y'all that the oppressor literally is showing how he is literally like working your mind. Like you hear what he said they'll control how many people see it right away. And then they'll delay other people from seeing it. So now that'll make you want to check it more to see, okay, well, why didn't this person like this? Or why didn't this person like that? And it's all socially engineered to control your mind. And what we got to understand is that this is a game that's being played, a psychological game that's being played on us every day. And so we got to be the type of people that's not going to let it play us in the midst of it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying social media is not good. Social media is something that you can use as a teaching tool. We're using social media right now. We're using it. It's a teaching tool, and we can use it, and we can reach more brothers and sisters that we otherwise wouldn't be able to reach, by just literally, you know, see people that you see in your daily life. So this is a way for us to have, you know, an advantage by being able to reach people. But at the same time, social media can harm your brain, you know what I'm saying? And it can trap you in. And if you're a brother, because so many brothers that won't come into the truth, the reason that they won't come into the truth is because of social media. You know what I'm saying? Sisters, they get their preconceived notions about the school off of what they hear off of social media. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know, physically walking your behind in there and really seeing what it's about and getting your own understanding and getting, and learning and, you know, and understanding on your own, you go to social media and you see people that are trolling, or you see people that really don't have your best interest at heart. And so you follow that because of social media. All right. So let me get Ephesians 4:22. All right. So what we got Yaquadazar 125th. Okay, I got you. Ma'ai Dana, Shalom. All right. Just starting paint. Ephesians 4:22. Just want to see something real quick. All right. I got you, Yaquadazar. I got your question too. Just give me 1 second. All right, I got you. All right. Go ahead. Ephesians, what's that? 4:22. Yeah. Whenever you're ready.
Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man. Is that
right? So you're right. So it says, say it one more time.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man.
Right. So what is that talking about? The former conversation, the old man. No sweat. It's cool. Go ahead, sis. You want to try? You got a mic? Yeah, we got. Yeah, everybody here is in these parts. Go ahead. Yeah, that's Ezekiel. The UFOs, right? Go ahead.
What I got out of that is that you put off your prior you.
Mm-hmm.
Your you before the truth.
Right.
Before accepting the truth.
Mm-hmm. So before we came into the truth, yeah, we was on social media doing whatever the hell we wanted to do on social media. You know what I'm saying? But now we in the truth now. Now we put off the former conversation. Now we don't get on social media talking about, you know, the bad bitches that was in the club. You know, we don't get on there, you know what I'm saying, and talk about, you know, stupid stuff. We don't talk about damn, you know, well, I know brothers don't give a damn about what I'm about to say. We don't talk about football all goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? But brother, hey, bro, after what's his name? What's the brother who kneeled? Yeah, Kaepernick. And when they threw him out the NFL, that's when I really stopped. You know, I stopped dealing with football like that, but niggas don't give a damn. Boy, they said, nigga, that's on you, nigga. He literally went on the chopping block, man, to bring awareness, man, and for black people, man, and black people should have walked away, man. Every in my mind, that's what I expected. But of course, you know, it's too much individualism, you know what I mean? Which is so horrible for the black community, because you know, you can't have individuality if you don't have group cohesion. And this is why the oppressor is able to be an individual, because they have enough group cohesion and they run everything. So yeah, they could be individuals, but with us, I mean, everybody should have stopped watching football. So it's not like anything is ever going to stop until we start to take the proper sacrifices, you know what I'm saying, and stand on it. Because like these celebrities and these football players who do this stuff, you know, they have say something, like, you know, like you got what's his name, Nick Cannon will have say something about the black people being the Jews or whatever, and then, you know, they'll spank him and then he'll go back to work, you know, and just the same as everybody else. So it's like, if they don't have the heart to actually, you know, stand up and say what's right because of your money, then just give your money to people who's actually doing the work. And that's us, because we go out on the streets and we say what needs to be said. So wouldn't it make more sense to put your money behind brothers that's already committed to bringing about change and bringing it, you know, what was real to the people? Go ahead.
I was about to say, and then another thing, like black people as a whole got to meet them halfway. You know, they're not fully saying what they should be saying. You know, they, like you said, halfway saying it. But if we met them halfway, then, you know, the people who run the NFL, the people who run the NBA wouldn't be able to handle the type of ways that they do.
Yeah.
Because we continue to keep watching, so they can just say, all right, well, if you kneel, you're just going to be fired. If you kneel, you're just going to get fined like a crazy amount of money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But they wouldn't be able to do it if we didn't give them the views, if we didn't give them the money. You know what I mean? Like, just literally dead NBA.
Yeah, I was right. You know what?
Another,
No, go ahead.
I think The Rock got a XFL or something that just, you know what I mean? It's like a whole new NFL type thing that's, you know, coming out. And I think that it should have been
a brother doing it.
That should have been, it should have been something that somebody had done a long time ago.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Yo, I was watching what's that league? You know what I'm talking about? Kwai Swan. It's like a league where it got like 21 Savage and all them in it. It's like a basketball league. And then like I seen like, what's his name? 21 Savage got fouled, and he was like, "What?" He was like, "What, man? I'll shoot this joint out." I'm like, "Come on, man! You playing basketball, man?" It's like, come on, can we just have some good sportsmanship and play a damn game without having to talk about shooting each other? What, on TV? You know what I mean? Come on. I mean, that's just dumb. And like, you know what I mean? He like, what? You want to get gangster? What? What? But he gonna go to the bag. He gonna pull out the gym bag. He gonna pull out the Draco and lay a nigga down on national TV. Come on, man. We gotta really, you know what social media has done? Social media just put our ignorance out for the whole world to see. And they really see like exactly like how bad the black community really is, because like before social media, they knew we was jacked up, but not really to the point where they understand it now. You know what I'm saying? And the oppressor sits back and they watch us on social media. You know, they watch us on Clubhouse. You know why? Like, I remember, who was it? Charleston White was on Clubhouse one time. I was listening to it, and he made a very good point. And he talked about why Clubhouse doesn't have any ads. Why there's no ads. Like, there's no, you know, companies running ads on Clubhouse. And you know why? Because Clubhouse is the hood. That's where niggas is at. That's where niggas is at, arguing back and forth all day. And they're not trying to sell nothing on Clubhouse. They're not trying to sell that on Clubhouse. Nigga can't get no, look, it's like literally like jacked up. Clubhouse is done as far as niggas really getting bags on there, because what a company is gonna, you know, try to market some damn Pampers or you know, whatever it is to niggas on Clubhouse, because all it is a fight back and forth all day long. It's just men against women, women against men, and that's literally all it is. You know what I'm saying? And whether it's on social media, it's just women against men and men against women. All day is women with their opinions, men with their opinions, and all it is just goes back and forth, back and forth. And you know what? All the other nations sit back and they just watch it. And they just literally just watch the back and forth all day long between niggas. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, you know, social media has got to a point where it's just a shit show. It's just a thing that can be exploited and people can make money off of because we're not smart enough to understand that we're being exploited. I remember the general said, you know how to what's that called? Love and Hip Hop. Y'all ever watched that before? And the General Muhammad said, he said, why they always put before a fight scene, like all the fight scenes, it'd always be a bar in the background. It'd be a bar and it'd be open bar and it'd just be like a bar setting because they understand that when you mix an open bar with niggas and a camera, you're going to get a show. That's because they understand social media has got to the point where they completely understand how they can completely exploit brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? Completely. And we're too dumb to realize it. Could you read it one more time from the top, please?
Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation, the old man.
Right, the former conversation. You know, we got to watch what we say because remember, we in the truth now, so we don't talk about the things we used to. We don't gossip on social media. We don't do that anymore, right? Because we in the truth now. So we put off the old man, right? Remember what the scriptures say: you can't put new wine into old bottles, right? What happened when we did that?
First.
Right, they did. That's not like a metaphor. That's not nothing. That's actual facts. You know what I'm saying? And so when you come into the truth, you have to put off the old man. Right? Keep going.
Which is corrupt according to deceitful lust.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 23.
And those deceitful lusts is the things that we want to do, but as a result of sitting on social media all goddamn day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it all comes from. In today's time, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what our issue is. We just listened to the oppressors say they literally is controlling people, And as a result of social media, we have developed mental problems as a result of it. All right. Well, let me see. Where was you at? Ephesians 4 and 22. Let me see if this was the one. Keep going.
Verse 23. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Right. So you gotta be renewed here. You know what I'm saying? Like you shouldn't be in the truth having issues on Facebook. You shouldn't be in the truth having issues on Instagram, or you shouldn't be on TikTok doing what you're not supposed to do. Unbecoming of a woman who's in the truth. Same thing with a brother. You know what I'm saying? It goes hand in hand. It goes both ways. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we have to, understand so that we don't do the same thing. We put off the old man and we put on the new man, right? Or woman. All right. All right. So I think the brother had a question. Yaquadazai, you just wanted to break down on 16 and 17 for Ezekiel, right? Okay, so just to give you the quick answer, this is talking about the angels, how the angels looked, or what they would call today, they would say, and this is like UFOs. This goes along with your UFO breakdown, and this is what the oppressor would today call the UFOs. So like if you was to go up to verse 5, so you could if you could read that, if Ezekiel 1 and 5, I'm gonna do it real quick so I don't get too much off the topic.
Ezekiel chapter 1 and verse 5.
I'm gonna get up to where the brother wanted at 16 and 17. All right, go ahead.
Also, out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man. Verse 6, and every one had 4 faces.
Right. So y'all ever see the Chronicles of Riddick? Y'all ever seen that movie? The Chronicles of Riddick, and they had that monster that had the faces, like they had a face right here and 2 on the side and 1 on the back, and then like wherever he went, Like that's the way he was looking at you. It was weird, but that's literally where they're getting this from. So this is explaining how, you know, this is a vision that Ezekiel had of what an angel was. All right, what it looked like. Keep going.
And everyone had 4 faces,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone had 4 wings.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7, and their feet were straight feet,
Uh-huh.
and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot.
Like this, like a calf's foot, like this. Like their feet was like this. You ever see like what's that, Mataza Pie? You know those shoes that the shoes that ninjas wear, like them kind that be like this, where their feet be like that. So think that. All right, go ahead.
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
Right. So what is this saying?
Their feet sparkled.
No. Go ahead. Right. They were black. That's the short answer, right? The angels were black. All right. Keep going.
And they had the hands of man, and they had the hands of a man under their wings, on their 4 sides, and they had 4 faces in their wings.
Okay.
Verse 9, their wings were joined to one to another. They turned not when they went, and they went everyone straight forward.
Right. So whatever way it was, whatever face was looking is how it moved. You know what I'm saying? And how it's wild vision, but you get the point, right? Go ahead, keep going.
And their wings were joined one to another.
Right. So you know how like you got like you know how you would see like a wing of, I hate to say it like this, but you ever see like fairies like them, you know what I mean, on them, what are they called? Like a dragonfly. Yeah, like a dragonfly, like their wings were like attached like that on the back. All right. Keep going.
They went as for the likeness of their faces, they had 4.
Uh-huh.
As for the likeness of their faces, they 4 had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side. And they 4 had the face of an ox on the left side. And they 4 had the face of an eagle.
Right. So you just imagine if you were looking at it, you know what I mean? Because remember, man, these are heavenly creatures. You know what I'm saying? So they don't look like how you would normally see like a human being. You know, like if you know how like you ever read when it talked about the beasts that are in front of the Most High's throne, they just got like a bunch of eyes. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it just eyes everywhere. It's a beast that you've never seen before, and it's just got a whole bunch of eyes. And you know what I mean? It's like something that you know, and if it wanted to, it would just smack your damn face off. You know what I mean? To eat you up. You know what I mean? Something that you would be afraid of if you was to see it. All right. So go ahead and skip up to 16.
Verse 16. The appearance of the wheels and their works was like unto the color of beryl.
What's the color of beryl? Isn't that like a greenish color? And the wheels is like the UFOs, the ships. All right. Go ahead.
That was verse 16.
Yeah.
You know how you see, you know how you see in the like in the movies. You know how you see in the movies, and you look at a UFO, and they might say, let's say,
like a wheel inside of a wheel.
Yeah, you see it like this, but then you see the lights blinking on the bottom. Yeah.
And then like when it talks about like the eyes, those are like the windows. Go ahead.
And they had 4. And they 4 had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Verse 17. When they went upon their 4 sides, and they turned not when they went.
Right. So you ever see like a UFO? Like you ever see how they go? They go like this. They go like that. They go down. They go up. You know what I mean? Like they don't, you know how like we gotta turn, you know, like a plane. You ever been in a plane and when the plane gotta go left, it goes like this, and then it kind of glides to go left, or when you go up in the air, it gotta go like this to kind of go that way. UFOs don't do that. They just be like boom, boom, like that, straight up. Like they don't have to go like, you know, like you see a UFO, don't go like this and turn that way. It just go boom, boom, up, down, side. It just go. It defies the laws of gravity. You know what I mean? Because it's not of this world. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you're reading this, it's talking about the vision that Ezekiel saw of the angels and how they and the ship that they were on or whatever when they got off. All right. Yeah, that was a brother right there. I just went back up to it or whatever. Yeah, Karai, come. I think you're talking about like social media. Like you see, like I think you're talking about Clubhouse. Like when you see people, people throw out the Cash App. You've been on there before. Like you see people they might throw out the Cash App. Like, oh, send me. But that's more so like just begging. On another level. That's the way that people who have money beg. Just hit the Cash App. It's really like nobody knows if you're really gonna do it or not. You know what I mean? It's just like, you like, yeah, hit the Cash App. Throw some money in the Cash App. Come on, brother. Throw $1 in there. And it's, you check it and be like, oh, snap, somebody actually sent $50, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that. But it's not like the kind of bag you could get off of like YouTube. Like cats is eating off YouTube because they got, product placement and all kinds of different things that comes along with that. Because, if you're going to have if y'all know anything about like social media, you know what I'm saying, as far as like YouTube and stuff like that go, once you get like ads, Google ads and stuff like that in your video, you can't be having videos that's like, crazy, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of so you gotta, like even like you ever notice like when you go on like YouTube and you click a video and then you gotta watch a commercial first before you watch the video. That's because that person has Google ads set up and all that kind of stuff. But then like you ever watch one of our videos? What happens when you push play? Play, right? Because there ain't no ads in there. All right, boom. Let's get it. Okay. All right. I want to read y'all something, right? With social media, right? I want to read y'all something real quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it right quick. I had like 3 articles, but I'm gonna bring this one up right here just to show y'all real quick. Let me take this out. I'm gonna bring this back, but just give me a second. All right. So let me share my screen real quick. Check this out, Mutazapah. All right, so let's bring this up, right? So check this out, y'all. All right. So what does it say? It says, let me see. It says using social media for reassurance and validation, right? This is a what's it called? A blog. I don't know what the hell you would call this. Damn blog. I don't know what the hell it is. But it says it says the key points. Some people post on social media in order to get reassurance about their insecurities. All right. So it says excessive reassurance seeking does not effectively address problems. And it says be mindful about your posts on social media and think of more constructive ways to address problems in your life. You ever see somebody like that's on social media, right? It says, what is reassurance seeking? From time to time, we all need a little reassurance that every day everything is okay. You might check in with a friend to make sure you didn't upset them. Let me see if I can upset them with something you said. Double check to make sure you lock the door. Or ask a roommate or partner how you look in a new outfit. It's fine to do these things once in a while, right? It says reassurance seeking becomes a problem when it is more frequent and when a person becomes more dependent on it. Consider the following scenarios. A person who suffers from body image concerns frequently posts a body revealing picture on Instagram when she is feeling insecure about herself. They tend to get a lot of likes and comments about how good they look. As a result, it bolsters her self-esteem, causing her to think, maybe I do look good. All right. The second bullet point, it says a person who frequently feels lonely and thinks that people don't care about him, instead of seeing friends and family, right, in real life, His solution to this problem is to regularly post on Twitter, oversharing about his mental suffering. You know, when people do that, that'd be like the craziest thing to me, right? So people get on social media and they'll put up posts out like this. Oh, life is just hard. and then people will be like, they'll throw up the praying emoji. You know what I mean? Like it's really a high five emoji, but it looked like the prayer hands. But really, I found out that it's really like a high five emoji. So people be like, oh, yo, bro, call me. Yo, sis, call me. Call me. You know my number, call me. Right? And this is what people do because they're lonely and they need attention and they want some validation from people online. Go ahead, Mataza Paul.
If you call that person, be like, yo, man, what's going on? Everything all right? They be like, yeah, everything all right, man. I just wrote that on there. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you
just wrote it on there just because.
Right. They wrote it on there because they trying to they trying to get some validation. I'm gonna read it one more time. It said a person who frequently feels lonely and thinks that people don't care about him or her, instead of seeing friends and family, his solution to this problem is to regularly post on Twitter, oversharing about his mental suffering. He feels better when he gets positive comments from people about how great a person he is, and to hang in there, things will get better. I seen a brother, man. Let me tell you something, man. I seen a, he saw me light too. He really don't want, all right. No, hold on one second. Let me bring this back, right? All right, so check it out. It says, okay, when he feels better when it's time to hang in there, right? So I seen a brother, right? I'm gonna say I'm gonna just show myself, right? Just so y'all can see, right? I'm gonna show myself. All right, so I seen a brother in the world, right? I was in the truth at the time, and Mataza probably know exactly who I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna say his name. So a brother took a picture looking sad, right? He was leaning up against the wall and he was like looking down like this, right? And in the caption, it said, man, people just don't understand me, right? But that's not the crazy part. I know that's what y'all think. The crazy part is that he had somebody take the picture of him looking sad. And then he captioned it. Like it wasn't even like a selfie. It was a picture that somebody took of him looking sad, and he put, people just don't understand me. And then people in the chat was like, oh, yo, bro, call me. Yo, bro, yeah, it's gonna be all right, man. You good, man. You a good person. See, they just don't understand you a good person. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, this nigga just literally got somebody to take a picture of him looking sad and then captioned it with a sad post. So people was reacting to the post as if he literally was sad. But he orchestrated the whole thing so that people would see it and think, okay, and then it was people with the prayer hands, like, yo, man, you know, yo, cuz, yo, I'm about to come over. All right, man. All right, look, so let me get back into it. All right? Let me get back into it. Yo, this is crazy. All right? So it says, he to his problem is to regularly post on Twitter oversharing about his mental suffering. He feels better when he gets positive comments from people about how great of a person he is, and to hang in there. Another person is having a conflict with her partner and her children, right? So another person is having a lot of conflict with her partner and her children. She frequently creates Facebook posts showing pictures of her happy family. With every comment and like, she temporarily feels better about the situation in her home, right? It says, with all three of these scenarios, the people get reassurance and validation from others to make themselves feel better. For some, frequent reassurance seeking is addictive, almost like a drug. The likes and comments are a temporary fix. While they might feel better at the moment, the positive effects are usually short-lived because they come across they come from others and not from within themselves. However, they might be inclined to post again the next time they feel low because they get a burst of reassurance, right? So let me show y'all something, right? Let me show y'all something real quick, all right? So let me go back up. Let me see. Was there any more on that? Okay, let me just, before I go to that, okay, it says how to break the cycle. Before you post something on social media, examine your motivations. Ask yourself, why am I posting this? Consider if you are seeking approval or reassurance from your friends and followers in an unhealthy way. So y'all ever make a post and then you just delete it? You ever make a post and when you write it all out and then you say, man, I ain't posting that. That's what you got to do. Do that every single time before you put out a post, to just think about what you're doing and what are you seeking out of this post, right? Is this post to try to throw a shot at my husband? Is this a post for a brother to throw a shot at his rib? Is this a post to, seek validation from somebody? Is this a post that somebody's going to say you should call your camp leader? Is this that kind of post? Like, if you were in the school, you should not ask any questions to social media. You know what I mean? Like a question that you could easily get answered by just your camp leader or a brother in the school or something like that. I mean, you literally don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that, you have to, ask yourself, you know what I'm saying, before you do it. I'm not saying it, this the white man saying it. So it says, consider if you are seeking approval or reassurance from your friends, followers in a healthy way. Also consider the consequences and ask yourself if you will be upset if you don't get a certain number of likes and comments. If it turns out you are posting for these reasons or will feel a lot of distress about the potential consequences of the post, consider not posting. All right? Okay. Let me show y'all something else, right? And I'm gonna get right back to this. No, not this one. All right. So let's go to, I know y'all know this one. All right, so y'all know about the relationship goals. All right, so y'all know about the relationship goals, right? So sisters will look at these. Now look at what these are. All right, so this, and we're gonna read some of these captions, right? So this is relationship goals, right? These memes that are out on social media. It says, no relationship is my relationship goal. We do our own thing. Facts. 100. Happy Bay goals, relationship quotes, true love, true. So when women see these types of posts, they look at that and they say, oh man, look how happy they are. Why don't I have that at home with my man? You know what I mean? Or why doesn't, or the brother who's looking at it, he's like, man, I wish I had a woman like that, man. But he don't know. This is just probably two people that just took a picture. And this picture is probably planned. Like, this is probably planned picture. Like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a picture like this, and then this is how we're gonna put it out. You know what I mean? And then people literally go their relationships go down the drains because they're focused on relationship goals. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Relationship goals. Right? You and your girl order the same thing and she still does this, right? Well, that's relationship goals. When I'm old. Y'all see this? This is literally what, like, I'm showing y'all, like, this is really how we get played. We get played by social media. This is somebody that got that program, like probably Photoshop, put these together. And they literally got that. So now women who don't have a man or whatever, or women who might be going through something in their relationship, they look at this post and they say, man, I just wish I had a man that I could get old with. I wish. I'm showing y'all, man. Look, I'm trying to show y'all, man. This should be everyone's relationship goal. This is a woman who got her arms around an old man. Do y'all see how we get played? Look, this is my favorite transformation yet. The perfect relationship does exist, and this is him in the bed eating, with a woman. Relationship goals, like somebody that's weird like you. Future relationship goals, Just look how they play it, man. Look. And what I'm just trying to do is just show everybody, man, social media is fake. It's fake. So, we can't allow ourselves, to get swindled by this anymore. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason for the class, man. It's the social dilemma, man. And this is what we have to, really, really, it was one that I had seen earlier. Okay. If marriage isn't the goal, I don't know why you're in the relationship. So many women that just, that go ahead.
See, but social media can be used. It can be positive if you use it in a good way. Like if you are trying to spread the truth, if you are trying to spread real knowledge, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it can get you sidetracked.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? To where now, you go on here and you start seeing all these relationship goals, you start seeing this stuff, it start taking you, you swipe and then this keeps showing you more and more stuff. And then before you know it, you ain't thought critically all day.
Right, because you get focused on your perception of how other people's relationship is.
So you know
what I'm saying?
My bad.
But go ahead. Go ahead.
But you don't take no time to think critically about no issues that's going on, and you're not able to see what's going on with the politics world. You're not able to see that Donald Trump not Donald Trump, Biden and them only come around for just with the hot sauce pictures,
hot sauce pictures, right?
Yeah, you're not even thinking about anything. So when it does happen, it comes across the screen. You see it. You might look at it. You swipe up, and you keep going right back to the rabbit hole that you was in.
Mm-hmm. And that's and then when you see other relationships of people, that's just social media stuff that you see. They were just arguing. You know what I mean? They was arguing and fighting and cussing each other out and everything else you can name. You know what I'm saying? So we can't get our perception of what we see on social media as that's what the standard is. Or what social media brings is it brings a lot of covetousness. You know what I'm saying? To brothers, a lot of envy. You know what I mean? A lot of strife. A lot of that stuff comes from social media because you look at other people. Remember, social media doesn't show you what's really going on in a person's life. Social media just shows you the good part. What is it, tax time now, right? Everybody's going to be with their A1 since day one. Posting money on social media, drinking off the top shelf until about April, right? And that's how it goes every single year. You know what I'm saying? So what we do here is we try to break our brothers out of the mindset. And this is, and it's not saying that brothers and sisters in here is in that mindset. But if you are new to the truth and you coming in, then this is something that you want to stay away from. You want to stay away from social media. You know what I'm saying? And kind of detox yourself. Sometimes it might be good just to wake up and maybe not just grab your phone. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it might be good just to start the day and maybe get on your phone a little later instead of just automatically. Well, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Because you ever notice when you pull down, it's it start to buffer a little bit to show you that's the same thing as a slot machine. That's why people go to Vegas and they pull the slot machine all day long. They pulling because they don't know what they're going to get. And it's the same thing when you go on to social media. You don't know what you're going to get. Go ahead.
Also, like he said, it plays where you get dopamine. When you crack the phone open, so now they have it in the, what is that called? When you have
the swipe down?
The message just right there. Yeah, notification. It gives you that notification. When you see the notification, that's what triggers the dopamine.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? I got a message. Boom, let me see who, said something to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or I got a new like or whatever like that. So boom, now your dopamine is already triggered. You're gonna go in there and then probably spend the next hour on social media when you know you need to be getting dressed for work. You need to get dressed for work. Just keep on looking, keep on looking.
So, hey, look, you keep looking until you late.
Yeah,
now you late.
Now you late.
Yeah. Hey, look. Hey, but talk about now you doing 100. You know what I mean? About to run me off the damn road. You know what I'm saying? I'm on time. I got my traffic time all factored into my ride, but now I gotta possibly get backed up in traffic because you want to go 120 like a bat out of damn hell because you've been trying to look at every single thing on TikTok. Look, just understand this. It's going to be more stuff on TikTok. There's no way you can get to the end. Like you can't swipe all the way to the end.
That's funny. And what's crazy? I actually stopped looking at Facebook because I felt like it was just showing me the same stuff over and over. So I felt like I was in the box or something. Mm-hmm. They would only show me I got 3,000 friends on there. Mm-hmm. Not that I know everybody, but 3,000 friends, and I only see stuff from 5 people.
Right, you only
10
see
at
it
the most.
Right,
and I see it not only just this one day, but I can see y'all stuff tomorrow, and the next day I'm like, I don't want to see this no more.
Right, because there's the algorithm. The algorithm is like, oh, y'all like each other. Y'all like seeing each other's posts. Mm-hmm. So then this is what it's going to give you all day. Yeah, it's gonna give you that all day on Facebook. So you go to TikTok because TikTok gonna give you something that's not in the school, right? So then you're gonna be able to go on TikTok and get all the filthiness that you want to see, and it's gonna be right there. Everything you want, cat videos, you name it, right? And that's how it go. Hold on. So I want to show y'all something right here, right? And I'm gonna pull the scripture real quick. What's it called?
And there's, if I may, while you're doing that, and there's people who, they understand the science of social media. That's why they go to social media. Like, prime example, what was it? Tyson Fury? No, was it Tommy Fury? And Jake Paul stayed on social media. He stayed on social media. He's always talking about somebody, you know what I mean? But he understands the marketing. He understands that people are going to watch this. People are going to create this big buzz around it. Either be for him or against him. And that's just what it is. And then, the rich continue to.
Yeah. I'm just playing. It's what's the name playing? Okay, hold on. Let me see. I want to skip up. Okay, so all right, so this woman here I'm going to play. She's a doctor. Her name is Dr. Jamaica, right? So she's a doctor that's she's I watched some of her videos and she talks about like histrionic disorder. And one of the things like she broke down, and I want y'all to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. All right, so let me show the screen. I'm going to add my joint. Let me see. And she goes in, she talks a lot about this particular personality disorder, and it's called histrionic disorder. And I don't want to take the credit of finding this out because I found this out through General Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? General Muhammad did a class on it, and he talked about histrionic disorder. So I kind of was like looking into it, like, let me see what he's talking about, and this is it just kind of went down a rabbit hole of like all these types of like mental disorders that are developed through social media. All right. So let me bring this up. All right. I'm going to mute the mics.
Say something as simple as I spill coffee on myself. So definitely not a reason to have a horrible day. Definitely not a reason to say that you want to die. But a person who suffers from histrionics would definitely dramatize everything that they say. So it's bigger, it's larger, it's more important, it's more serious than it really is. So a person who's had a day like that might easily say, I want to die or I want to kill myself because of X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z being something that's not very serious. And another way that you will be able to tell if you are texting with someone that suffers from histrionics is if the person is constantly seeking approval in the text conversation. So ways to notice that would be responses and statements like, did you look at my post today? Or did you notice my picture or my post on social media? I noticed.
I didn't heard that one before. What? I didn't heard that one before. Hold on, let me back it up. Hold on.
Or did you notice my picture or my post on social media? I noticed you didn't like it. I noticed you didn't make a comment about it. That would be someone who is trying to get more and more attention. They're wanting you to notice them. They're wanting to get your approval on their social media. And those type of things would matter to a person that suffers from histrionics. Now, to a person that does not suffer from histrionics, those type of things usually would not matter. So again, 3 things. Hopefully you got what those 3 things are. You definitely want to pay attention to these signs if you're texting, communicating.
Y'all see that? Oh yeah, it's all mute. Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back to that. Let me just kind of get it
on their social media and those.
Hold on, because so like a person who put something up on social media and then, but you had wanted to. Would you want to say something? No, let's think. Oh, Salaki. So a person is. They see it, they post something on social media and then they call you and ask you and say, look, hey, I had this post up all day and you didn't like it. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me play it one more time.
Who is trying to get more and more attention. They're wanting you to notice them. They're wanting to get your approval on their social media. And those type of things would matter to a person that suffers from histrionics. Now, to a person that does not suffer from histrionics, those type of things usually would not matter. So again, histrionics is if the person is constantly seeking approval in the text conversation. So ways to notice that would be responses and statements like, did you look at my post today? Or did you notice my picture or my post on social media? I noticed you didn't like it. I noticed you didn't make a comment about it. That would be someone who is trying to get more and more attention. They're wanting you to notice them. They're wanting to get your approval on their social media. And those type of things would matter to a person that suffers from histrionics. Now, to a person that does not suffer from histrionics, those type of things usually would not matter. So again, 3 things. Hopefully you got what those 3 things are. You definitely want to pay attention to these signs if you're texting, communicating with someone that you might have just met, someone that you might have just started dating, someone that you have not met in person. These are some of the signs and red flags you will be looking for to tell if this person might need a little bit more attention than the average person or might suffer from histrionic personality disorder. So
Go ahead. You good?
Okay. I haven't seen a lot of people break down histrionics.
Mm-hmm.
Did see General Muhammad break it down. Might have seen like one more other thing, but just the examples that she gave was like spot on. Spot on. So what even I have seen.
Yeah.
In my personal life.
Like, wait a minute. Hey, look. Hey, Koyashma, man, I put a post up and I see the other people liked it, but you didn't. Is there to somebody who don't give a damn, they're like, what? I wasn't on Facebook today. I wasn't on Facebook. I wasn't, I didn't look at social media today. Well, the post been out there all day. You didn't look, you didn't think to go on there and we're breaking down about social media, man, the social media dilemma, and we're breaking it down today, man. I got 2 more things I want to read, but you go ahead, Koyashwan, he's going to read Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, the 28th chapter, and we're going to start at the 11th verse. Hold on, let me see where you at. Just want to make sure, 28 and 11. Okay, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 28 and verse 11. And hasty contention kindleth a fire.
Right. That's when you go back and forth with somebody, you know what I'm saying? And today we were talking about social media. You go back and forth with somebody on social media, you say something about somebody on social media, I hate to say it one more time.
And hasty contention kindleth a fire.
Right. That's a disagreement, an argument, things like that. Keep reading.
And in hasty fighting sheddeth blood.
Right. So that could be the result. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going back and forth with somebody on social media, you know what I'm saying? You saying some things that you're not supposed to be saying about a person, and then it can result in bloodshed. We've seen it. What was that? First 48? First 48, you know what I'm saying? It was these sisters, man. They all went to prison for life, man, because they was arguing with a sister on social media. The one sister went over there to go see what this sister was talking about on social media to see if she was about that life. You know what I'm saying? She took 3 of her other friends with her to go, you know what I'm saying, back her up. And what ended up happening was one of those friends ended up having a gun. And when they went to that sister's house, that sister wasn't backing down. She went and started fighting, and one of the girls pulled out a gun and shot the girl, and she died. So now you got 4 people that lost their life because they got to go into the prison for life, and then you got the other sister that goes in the ground. So 5 sisters lost because of social media, right? Because of hasty contention, right? That led to bloodshed. Keep reading.
Verse 12. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn.
Right, like if you engage with it, you know how if you got like a spark on something, you go, right? You blow wind on it, it's gonna go into a fire, right? If you give it attention, keep going.
If thou blow the spark, it shall burn.
Mm-hmm.
If thou spit on it, it shall be quenched.
What does that mean?
Thank you.
What's out the pot? But you say that one more time.
If thou blow the spark, it shall burn.
What does that mean?
So like you instigate.
Right. Yeah, you got it. Yep, you want it. So you instigate it. You engage in that contention. You get up in something, right? And you blow the spark. You know how like think like you lighting a fire, but not like you lighting a fire, but you're making a fire like from the wild. Where you get the embers, and then you get the spark on there from the flint, and you got it in your hands and you blowing on it because you're gonna eventually that spark is gonna turn into a fire, right? But keep going.
It shall burn if thou spit on it.
Right, but now that ember, if you spit on it, what's gonna happen?
It's gonna make it worse.
No, what's gonna happen?
It'll put it out.
Exactly. So if you don't pay attention to somebody on social media, right, who's trying to have contention on social media, what's going to happen? You said it exactly right. I wish I had the hand clap, but I'm going to give you a hand clap. That's right. It'll go away. But look, the scriptures got all the answers to social media, right? Whatever you're dealing with, the answers is right here. Read it one more time from the top for everybody, somebody who might have missed it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 28 and verse 12.
Uh-huh.
If thou blow the spark, it shall burn.
No, read it from the beginning, from 11, if you could, Baba Kashar. Uh-huh.
Ecclesiastes chapter 28 and verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
And hasty contention kindleth a fire.
Uh-huh.
And in hasty fighting sheddeth blood.
Right. That's you going back and forth with somebody that, you have no business going back and forth. Remember, we in the truth. Go ahead.
Verse 12. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn.
Mm-hmm.
If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched.
Right. Keep going.
And both these come out of thy mouth.
Right. And whether the fire is going to keep going and whether it's going to be put out, it all comes out of your mouth. Right.
Which means you have control over it.
Exactly. Which means you have control over it. So if somebody's coming at you on social media, right, eventually it'll go away because you ever heard, okay, people come at Jay-Z all the time. Do Jay-Z make a diss record back? And that's how it is with us here in the school. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many people that try to talk about the school, and we don't give them no light. But what'll eventually happen? He'll just go away. You know what I'm saying? And that's how if you use this wisdom in the Bible, you'll be better. You'll be better off with so much things, with so many things in your life. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I think we got that right there. If you could, let me get let me see. Let me skip down to verse 25. Let me see. That's the one I want. All right, yeah, keep going. Skip down to verse 25.
Ecclesiastes chapter 28, verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
And weigh thy words in a balance.
Right. So watch what you say. You know, like we always want to make sure that we watch what we say. You don't always got to respond to everything. You know, sometimes I see posts too. Look, I be on social media too. I see people might say stupid stuff and I look at it. Sometimes I might go on the post and I'm like, what? Man, you know what I mean? Genesis 25 and 25, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they be like, man, Esau is the Arabs. And I might see that, I might look at the post, I'm like, what? Man, Genesis 25 and 25, right? In my mind. I type it down. Then I think about it for a second, I say, man, I'm not typing this, man. You know what I mean? I'm not about to send this post out because who the hell cares if they think that Esau is the Arabs? You know what I mean? I know that we know the truth. The brothers and sisters here, yeah, you could put it out. You could say, man, you wrong about that. And what they going to do? They're going to type a paragraph back. And then what you're going to do? Type a paragraph back. And what they're going to do? Type a paragraph back. And what you going to do? Type a paragraph back. And what they going to do? Type a paragraph back. Now it's 6 hours later, nobody said anything, right? Because they got the last word, right? And then you type a paragraph back. Guess what they going to do? Type a paragraph back. And then what you going to do? Type a paragraph back. And what they going to do? Type a paragraph back. And it just goes until somebody just says, you got it. So, you know what I'm saying? So unless you're ready to be an amazing typer, you know what I mean? You got Twitter fingers, then, you know what I mean? Then yeah, that might be your office. But, you know, people remember, the internet isn't real. So you arguing with a nigga who's sitting in his drawers in a crib, a sister that's in her bra and panties, that's sitting on the bed in probably like a dirty room, you know what I mean, with kids running all over the place. And you know what I'm saying? She probably, you know what I mean, probably don't have a job because she could be on social media all day and you gotta work. And you arguing with some sister on social media like she actually means anything. She doesn't mean anything. She's just on social media arguing with you about something, and you actually are the one sitting in class and getting and learning every day. Go ahead, Mataza Pa.
A lot of times you don't even know who you are. Just because somebody has a specific picture up there doesn't mean that that's the person that's
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right. It could be a white man.
Yeah, you don't know who the hell you talking to.
There's a white woman with a picture, and her name is Bonquisha.
Trying to call strike. That's it. They're just in there to call strike.
Right.
I mean, Esau's this. Esau's that. Esau's
Right.
This. You know what I mean?
Right.
You don't know who the hell you arguing with.
You know what's real? When we be at camp. That's real. Because you got real people that's coming up, and then real people that's literally right there in front of your face. That's what's real, and that's what the whole meaning of this class was, so that we can. That's why it was called the social media dilemma, and that's what a lot of us have. And we listen to the oppressor literally tell us that they're playing these tricks on our mind. But if we don't change that, then we'll fall for the same thing over and over and over again. Just like voting. We fall for the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And I guarantee you, Joe Biden, if he tries to run again for presidency, guess what he's going to do? He's going to serve soul food. He's going to serve soul food at some soul food restaurant. You know what I found out, Mataza Pa? That the presidents don't eat no food from the public. They don't eat no food from the public. Like it was a photo op. The only way they do that is for a photo op. So when it was a video of Obama. He was in a shop, like he ordered a burger and some fries. He never ate the burger and fries. Never ate it. He was sitting there. He had it like this, like, yeah, because we just like the real, we like, the working everyday man. You know what I mean? And he set that burger right down on the ground, right back on his plate. He was like, yeah, because he got it in one hand too. Like he talking like this. Yeah, because we all about the working man, and we want to get your votes because yes we can. And he put the burger right back down. The president does not eat anything from the public. He can only use it for a photo op. He has a specific chef who deals with, that's like part of the Secret Service that handles all of his meals. He has chefs that are presidential chefs. Like that's the only thing he eat, because he's not going to take the chance of getting poisoned by any food that he could get from the public. So when Joe Biden was behind the thing serving the soul food, he was not eating none of that okra. Somebody should be smart enough to be like, here, taste it. Right. Taste it right now. Here. Right. Look, hey, Mataza, they ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because black people, they don't try white people. Here go a piece of chicken. They won't do that. Right now. Yeah, that's getting out of line. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So what they'll say is, oh man, look at him. He's serving chicken and biscuits, and look at Joe Biden, man. He's part of us. But at the end of the day, Joe Biden ain't he's not touching a piece of macaroni. He's not touching a noodle. And that's how we get played. The same way we get played with social media. And I hope that, that helped a lot of people today. And for a lot of people that, might be going through things on social media, and maybe you might be having this problem. A lot of things that were said tonight that might have seemed disrespectful, that was necessary. You know what I mean? To help you along in your addiction. Right? You gotta identify the addiction, and then you gotta work at trying to fix it. All right. And that's really what it all boils down to. It's so much more that I want to bring out, but I think that maybe that might be a good place to stop. You know what I'm saying? And give a hand to the sister, man, brought fish tonight. That's right. Brought some fish tonight. You know what I mean? So, appreciate the sister, Aitara, man, for bringing the fish tonight. For the brothers in the class, sisters in the class. And if anybody has anything else they want to bring out, if not, then we'll go ahead and end it there. I think we should be good to go. So I'll turn the class over to Precinct Officer Mataza Pa. Oh, I got you, Mataza Pa. All right. Oh, let me see. I got you right here. Salakia. I got you right now. Oh, Salakia, I got to have to do it like this. Okay. All right, you got it.
Good. Mm-hmm. All right, Winter Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana. Rules for new brothers and sisters: when a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to learn, or they are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and shut themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. Tithes, which is a commandment, you can read it more about it in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'ashra means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase that the Lord gives you is your tithes. We have a free will offering for the priests. It's not mandatory. Upcoming holy convocations is the Passover.
The Feast of Purim.
Feast of Purim.
That's on Sunday. This Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday.
So that's this Sunday. Feast of Purim at sundown, and then the Passover is April the 1st.
Yeah.
Now, during the Passover, officers and their families are urged to use the shuttle service provided to each event due to the congestion in the city. So we all know that J. Cole is supposed to be there, and the city's supposed to be congested. There's supposed to be a lot of people there, but the school does have a shuttle service going to and from each event. All right, and it'll be a lot easier if brothers just get on the shuttle to travel.
Right, you know, and plus, you know, you be drinking and stuff like that. Everybody gonna want to drink and
I
stuff.
take the shuttle all day long, especially if I'm drinking. I'll just sit down somewhere.
Yeah,
So
and then
I'll be on the shuttle.
And then also get your rooms, man. If you don't got your room, then
Get it.
you can't stay with me, man. You know what I mean? You can't stay with me,
Book your room, brothers. Even seen some Airbnbs,
man.
that possibly still open. It wasn't even that that much money.
But see, this is the thing. Like a lot of times, like what people are doing is, you know, like what Isaiah was doing was he was trying to find a Airbnb, and what was going on was he was booking it, and they was like, yeah, this is you got the room, you know, you booked, you ready, and then they'll call him back. The owner will call him back, be like, yo, we don't got that day. You know what I'm saying? And what he was saying is that he could get into certain places that was allowing him to get in Wednesday and Thursday, but not Friday and Saturday and Sunday. You know what I mean? So you got to get on it now. There's still some rooms left.
Also, if anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf with that. Imagine. In Israel, we'll give a courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Thumb. Yahweh Matah. Sar means to turn. Sisters, Imagine means to stand. We give the sisters a courtesy salute. In Israel, Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Shamar Thumb by Hashem Yahweh. Yahweh Matah. Class dismissed.
Yeah.